Okay, looks like the stream is up. I'm hoping the 1080p here is going to make it slightly better than yesterday. I look wonderful. How's the text look? Okay, 1 hour, 30, 05, 0, 6.5, he's black, I'm black, he's white. Okay. Cool, apparently 1080p actually works. I'm impressed. Okay, and off we go. I'm going to try the same opening as yesterday because I came out of the opening just fine. There we go. Yeah, I am black again just because I lost by 30 points yesterday, so clearly I need the help. If if there is a game 3, then I'll be white then. But I need to pull out all the stops today if there's going to be a game 3 because yesterday he wiped the floor. Okay, so I got my normal opening out. Yesterday he played 017. I don't know, I hope Peter signs on. He should get an email, he subscribed to me. And Wilson subscribed to me as well, by the way, so he should be getting an email right now as well. Okay, so he played the same thing as yesterday, 017, and I'm going to play the same thing as I usually do, which is P18. So far this game is going the same as yesterday. In fact, I even believe that these stones are placed the same way they were yesterday. Yes, they were. I remember R4 was here because of R6 and he took P4, and I remember D3 was here because I wanted to play D5, and in fact I did play D5. So far this game is exactly the same as yesterday's. So yesterday I went here, and he went up here, and then I went here, and everything there turned out fine, so let's keep doing that. The picture of me is completely cut off. That's not good. Okay, how about now? Okay, so I guess I should sit this way. It's not like I'm much to look at anyhow. Okay, so this is, again, exactly so far. It's cut off. Okay, that's because I changed the resolution and I didn't change the picture-in-picture settings. I don't want to interrupt the game. Like I said, I'm not much to look at anyway. So I'll just keep the game going. Okay, so far, still just like yesterday. I think this is different. Instead of Q14 yesterday, he cut here immediately. I think this is better for him, obviously, because R16 did not turn out well for him. So I think my best bet is still to just push underneath. This time I'm going to try not to let him cut the stone off, because I don't want him to have a giant top left like he did yesterday. In fact, because of the strength up here, I'm even toying with the idea of, instead of approaching at D5, may approach at P4. There's no really good reasoning. I think D5 is fine. The idea being that it's sort of hard to make a large-scale moyo here because of this wall. So, at the very least, I can prevent his moyo from happening. Oh, okay, he played R16 still, just in a different order from yesterday. So I think I see what he's going for. He wants me to go here, he'll go down, he'll let me come here, and then that'll let him get R13 and Sente. So he's sacrificing this stone in order to get R13 and S13 and Sente to properly attack this stone. So, I could do something like this and let him go in at R17, but that would be deadly. So this is, I think, a perfectly fine exchange for me. So now he's either going to do S16 or R13. Just, again, using this stone as a sacrifice to get Sente moves against this stone, which is a good plan. So I guess that's why the order of moves is different and crucial in this case. So the opening's still going fine for me, but Or maybe I just remember wrong. Maybe he did play in this order yesterday as well. But I think he cut first and then extended. We'll see. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Actually, let me open up twitch.tv/apetresc so I can keep track of viewers and stuff like that. Apetresc dashboard. I hope the upload speed is okay. Okay, so he's thinking. Presumably choosing between R13 and S16? Maybe? Huh, it says I'm offline. Okay. Apparently I'm not offline. Twitch is just wrong. It's okay. Is the stream still working? Okay, cool. I guess it is. Okay. Okay, so he's going with S16 after all. I wonder if it's safe for me to grab R13, then let him take S17. Then it's a liberty race. I think it works, but I wish I was the kind of person who was confident enough to trust his instinct. Not against him, I don't. So, okay, apparently I rattle off moves too quickly, so I'll do it slowly. So, S17, R18. So now I've got an I. Then he can do P16, force me to connect here, and then go up to S18. So now I'm down to 1, 2, 3 liberties, and he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. Okay, so it definitely doesn't work. So instead I should take S17. It's really the only good move. Then he'll take R13, which forces S15, and then he's got the Sente attack against the stone that he wanted. So it's a fair exchange. I get a nice sizable corner. He gets the outside influence against this weak stone. So let's do it. Next move is almost certainly going to be R13. I am getting text messages or something. Oh. Okay, there's my traditional ripping out of the headphones. Oh, okay. So before he does R13, he's just going to take this forcing move, which is fine. It doesn't really, it doesn't matter which one of us gets it. I probably should have played it sooner. Forced him to connect one of these cutting points rather than letting him connect them both. So this is a good move by him, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, so there's R13, forcing me to take S15, and now this stone is a little bit vulnerable. Okay, so he's continuing the pressure, forcing me to capture. Now, keep in mind, he does have 2 really weak points here, so this is not a perfect seal off. Hold on, there's someone banging on my window. 1 second. I have to go. What's up? You want to talk about roommates? That and I'm looking for that. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. You can. I don't know if they're around. He might be. Again, I don't think there's anybody who lives here. As far as I know, there's nobody who lives here. I've never seen anybody come out. Sorry about that. My coworker just banged on my window. It's like Seinfeld up in here. Oh, what do you know? He hasn't actually moved yet. So, no harm, no foul. Everything okay, Josh?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so he's defending the cut at Q13. Okay, so this R10 stone has a lot of resources. In particular, has this.
Hey, hold on. See how you doing?
I'm gonna close the door. 1 sec.
Oh, I think you're nice. Yes. You're good. And everything okay?
Sorry about that. It should be quieter now. Okay, so this stone has a lot of resources, most interestingly R12. So R12, if he connects on top, then I have either S13 or S12 to either connect or make life. Not life, but I-space. And if he goes underneath, then I have the cutting point at Q12, which is not immediately abusable. That's why I'm not going to play R12 right away. Because R12, S12, Atari, Connect, and there's not really any good follow-up yet. But once there's some stones in this vicinity, this will be a very potent move. So for now, not going to go down this side. I'm going to go on this side just like I did last game. And again, S12 is still the key point, just like last game. For a different reason than last game. But still the key point. It's a Sente move that makes good I-space. So, I mean, we all know how last game turned out. R7, R10 did not turn out so great for me. But, I mean, this game, first of all, the position's slightly different this game, and I'm going to be much more conservative in when I defend this group. I'm not going to wait until he presses on top and forces me to make, a really thin group here. So I still think R7 is the best move, just it needs to be followed up better. That was why I lost the game yesterday. So R7, I think is best. I also have an interesting idea with S13. So S13, Atari, and then up here, and then R12. If he captures, then I have Q13 to start a ko. Okay, so he's playing P4 just like last time. So again, not leaving too many options for this group. So last game, I ignored and played D5. So last game was almost the exact same position, except this area here was slightly different. And I ignored and took D5, and after some sequence of stuff, he played, I think, Q8. He played Q8, I played R8, then he attached it on Q10. So this game, I think, is going to go slightly different. I think I should be more conservative and make life for this group right away. Either make life for this group or jump out. I'm not sure which one is better. Maybe both. I would like to leave some Aji here because if I do this, yes, I make a little bit of I-space, but he's now super solid. And all I've made is an I and Gote. Whereas if I jump out, leave this for later, then, both of these moves, all three of these moves really, could turn out to be really sharp. So, I think I'll jump out. Now it's probably going to be one of these two moves, either P10 or P7. Which one's better? The old saying is play away from thickness, and this is definitely thick. So that would seem to imply that this, P7, is better than P10. And it does leave good follow-ups at Q5. Or Q3, which is now super duper Sente. Let's go P7. Thanks, Josh! Did you get your check? Did you find your check?
No.
Damn.
So I'll have to email separate now.
Okay. Cheers, man. Well, I hope he doesn't think I'm being rude. Okay. Okay, so this is the first major deviation from last game. I mean, there was a deviation up here, but it was cosmetic. The mechanics of the position are the same. This is the first major deviation. It's going to completely change the strategic nature of the game. Hopefully in my favor. That's the hope. Okay, so he plays c16. He played this last game as well, but last game there was already a stone at around d10, or c10, when he played it. Normally when I play this opening, this doesn't happen. So therefore, this is not as effective. I can do a taisha here and get a good result no matter what happens. With this wall here, I'm not so sure about the quality of d15. Sorry, of d14. d14 is another option when black has the strength here. You can play d14 and make a very large scale moyo. But fourth line influence is not very useful in this game because of this massive wall here. So I'm not going to take, certainly not going to take d15. What about d14? So the usual follow-up is e16, d16. Yesterday he played this strange move in the taisha that doesn't usually happen, where instead of connecting up below here, he connected up top. Which means that after I cut here, he's going to capture the stone here in a ladder. So the ladder goes this way, which means that the ladder actually still works for white, just barely. The white stone will cross here. So actually this ladder still works. If I wanted to prevent that ladder, I should have played this black stone one stone lower. If I played at 06 instead of p7, then I could play this move and his variation from yesterday would not work. But I didn't think of that. I should have thought of that. But I didn't. So my stone here is still not quite right placed. The other option is I could tanuki. I could ignore this stone, play d5. He doesn't have a great follow-up because of my k17 stone. This is difficult. This is a difficult strategic decision. If I don't play d5 and he gets it, this will be a very difficult moyo to combat, just like yesterday. It'll be difficult because he can build it up while attacking this weak group. I mean, this weak group is better off than it was yesterday thanks to the p7, but it's still not safe. So I really don't want to let him get d5. There's no really that good a follow-up against e17. In fact, you can think of this as if he had started with c16 in the corner. If I play d5, it's as if I had approached at e17, in the sense that it's this approach with white ascente, and I've got the k17 stone nearby. And that would be a totally acceptable move, right? Like if he had d16 and I had d5 and it was my turn to play and I had a k17 stone, e17 would be like the golden move. Well, maybe e16 would be the golden move, but e17 is pretty close. So that seems to imply that it's okay to play d5. And I kind of want to do that anyway. So let's do it. d5. This is pretty unusual for me. Pretty unusual. Almost always when I play this opening, I go into the taisha with d14. So I just have to worry about a move like g17. I have to figure out how I'm going to keep these stones connected, considering strength here. I mean, I have some good moves. I have like n16, free forcing move. And then maybe like e15 in response to g17. So I think it's fine. It's just, obviously it's a trade-off. Go is all about trade-offs. I would much rather defend that position than have to invade a d5, d3, p4, r4, extension there. I wouldn't know the right way to invade that. I wouldn't know at all how to invade that without endangering these three stones. So this is the best way. I think this is the right move. Is this game rated? I wonder. No, it's free. I'm gonna tag this game. Stream. I'll tag yesterday's game as stream as well. No, actually, I can't. Oh, I can. And this, I believe this game was also streamed. So now if we go to tagged games, we'll see all my streamed games. Cool. Okay, so he plays c5, totally normal. I'm just going to play the typical Joseki here. c6, he goes to c4. Then I can protect this cut either here, 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 or something completely different. Given that I'm worried about Moyo's, the solid connection is probably best. He goes there, low position. This is good. So this is much less scary than like this, the equivalent enclosure. And now I can make the enclosure here, and I can make this enclosure, sorry, not enclosure, this extension. I can make this extension really scary, because if I play one of these and he, takes the bottom, I've got some killer follow-ups against this stone. So after I play here, he pretty much has to extend from here. So if I can finish that sequence in Sente, then I can still follow up on this corner with something like a g4 or an f5. So the only decision is, do I do c10 or d10? High or low? High is supposed to be more influence focused, c10 is supposed to be more territory focused. I don't think that's the right way to be thinking about it in this situation. I don't think I'm going to get much territory or influence. The way to think about it is, what makes life harder for the c16 stone? Quite honestly, I think c10 makes life harder for the c16 stone. With this, I mean, he can still extend to like b12, and I've got an open skirt. So yeah, I'm going to take c10. d10 is more common, I think, in this position, given c16. I think this is the right move. Yep, so like I said, he has to extend with c13. He cannot afford to he cannot afford to let me get a pincer in there. So now, how do I stabilize these two stones in Sente so that I can grab a point around here? How do I do it? First of all, do I want to take n16 as a sort of free forcing move? I think I do. I think that exchange is pure profit for me. There's nothing I can really, there's no aji I can abuse around here later. Not even around here. Am I sacrificing any options here by playing here? No. No, not really. Not really. And it does help, like, it does give this stone more room to breathe. So I think what I'll do is I'll play this, let him connect out of 16, and then maybe lean into this group, force it down, make some thickness here. Or should I grab like a c17, get some corner territory? c17, b17, d16, then if he Ataris, I can counter Atari here, let him capture, connect, and put some huge pressure on that stone. That works. So let's do that. N16, he will certainly connect. And now C17. And if he does B17, which is a typical move here, yep, B17. Now I'm going to take D16, and if he takes C18, which is another typical move here, then okay, so he's going to prevent that. So I was hoping C18 and then I take C15. He's going to see that, prevent that, and now I could take C18. It's kind of a big endgame move, but it's a small it's a small move for move 45. So I think I'll leave this here. I'm not going to worry too much about an invasion at G17. Thanks to this stone, I have, like I said, more room to breathe. I can jump out here. I can do some stuff. So now it's all about the bottom. I do not want to let him get a bottom side Moyo of the same scale that he got yesterday. I was too generous yesterday. So let's see. How do I limit his scale? Like, how do I keep him basically on the third and maybe fourth line? I could do something really bold like K3. Something in this region. But again, I don't trust myself to play the tactics right against a stronger player. So something a lot less forceful like the key, I mean the sort of basic move here would be g5 or g4 maybe. No, g5. That's sort of the bread and butter move in this position. I could even do h5 maybe. No, I can't because this ladder doesn't work. So if I did h5, f5, f6, g6, g5, now he's got me in a ladder. So I do have to do g5. And the best he can do is come up sort of onto the fourth line, and I can push him onto the fourth line for a little while. That is still significant territory, though. I'm not sure if I want to give him that much territory. Can I go for Mii? Can I do like k4? And then, depending on which side he plays on, I can either do like a g5 to connect on this side, or if he plays g5, like an n4 to play on this side. That way, no matter which one he chooses, I'll have something to connect to. The only thing I'm worried about is this, g5, n4, and then something like o5, which sort of attacks both weak groups at once. I don't know if I like that. So, I don't know what the largest move here is. Maybe leave the bottom alone for now and grow this here with something like e14. Yeah, I mean, I could look at it that way. I could look at, okay, this group is stable, this group is semi-stable, pretty happy with it. The only point I'm really worried about is something like g17. So I could play conservatively, safely, and just address g17 with a move like e14. I could do that. And then if he plays something like k4, the opening of Go is hard. Okay, no. I'm going to stick with my first instinct. I'm going to take g5, try to finish this reduction in Sente, and then take e14. I think g5 is important. I don't want a repeat of yesterday, where I play safe moves, let him take a significant framework on the bottom, and just have no options to reduce for the rest of the game, and just spend the rest of the game trying to invade something uninvadable. I think I'm pretty happy with g5. He'll probably respond h4. If I know anything from his style yesterday, h4 is what he'll do. But there's lots of other options. g17, of course, is an attractive move. I'm not sure how I'll react to... Okay. He's going to do c18, preparing g17. Okay. The principled thing to do might be to ignore this. Take something like this anyway. Because, like, okay, if I just do the simple d17, then he's definitely doing g17 next. No doubt about it. And there's no good response. I'm weak on both sides. So I should do something that makes g17 unavailable next turn. So, like, is this an option? e14, g17, k15, and then he captures. And then I connect here. Can he connect underneath with e18? He sort of can, yeah. Maybe I should stay low and play g17 myself. No, that's too low. I'll be behind in territory if I do that. Keep in mind, at this point he has like 2.5 corners, and I have 1. So, unlike last game where I was swimming in territory, basically by taking p7, I've given him the territorial lead. p7 makes such a huge difference in the pace of this opening. So I'm the one who needs to be more ambitious with the territory. d17, no. I'm thinking e14. If he captures, I connect in some creative way, like f16. If he does g17 right away, then I have room to attack with moves like h16. If he captures, same idea. f16 actually prevents the underground connection. No, it doesn't, because g17 is the perfect peep. Okay, fine. I'll play. Should I do this instead? Then that'll prevent it. No. Let's do this. How am I doing? Oh my god, I'm 12 minutes behind on time. Whew. Wow. Okay, he's capturing. That's fine. Just a forceful Atari there, just to make e18 gote. Otherwise, e18 is sente. So this is like a sacrificial stone. The purpose is just to make e18 gote. He'll most likely connect. He could do e16 or something and start a ko, but I don't think that's in his favor. I don't think he'll do that. Oh, what do you know? He did do that. Okay, so I think that's in my favor. I think I have more ko threats than he does. I'm okay with like even just sacking this whole corner in response to a ko threat. Like, bam! Just imagine q13, q12. I mean q13, p13. Imagine how potent those would be. That's really the biggest ko threat on the board. He has nothing of comparable size. Well, except maybe like q8. Even still, I think I'd welcome q8. He'd be weakening his options here. So, cool. I'll take d17. If he connects right away, then I'm happy. I'll just take f17, and I'm better off than I was before. And if he fights the ko, then I think I can win the ko. So let's do that. He'll probably do like e18, I guess, maybe, or c17. Or... We'll see what he has in mind. Well, he'll probably just force some good moves out of it first, like that. Either way, the ko still needs to be fought. So if I capture here first, not only do I take the ko first, but the ko is in my favor, because if I win it, man, these two stones look weak. So take the ko, or yeah, I think taking the ko is the best option. Force him to find the first ko threat. We'll see what he comes up with. Keeping in mind that after I fill in at d17, after I fill in at d17, he's got problems around b18 as well. This group, if I win this ko, this group is not exactly alive. Okay, so he plays that as a ko threat. It's not really a ko threat, but it is a good move. And the question is, do I have to respond to it, or can I keep the ko? Basically, do I have another bigger ko threat? Like, I would like to respond to this here, for instance. Or here. Or even here. Or do I just take this ko? And let him follow up with, like, k16. If I let him follow up with k16, that's fine. I can let him have those two stones. I'll just take, like, g16. Put serious pressure on those two stones. It's kind of a fair trade. If I go here and he takes the ko, what's my giant ko threat that I can use as revenge? q13? q13 is pretty giant. I think. Yeah, I think I want to keep this ko. So now it's his weak group here, these 3 stones, versus my weak group here. And crucially, because of the ko, it's his turn to move. So he gets that, which simultaneously strengthens his weak group and weakens my weak group. So, now it's all about how can I lightly deal with these 2 stones. What is the best way to do that? If I go here, he'll Hane. If I Hane, he'll double Hane most likely. I don't have any good follow-up to the double Hane. If I do something light like this, he'll take K16, block Atari, capture, push down, and now this group is kind of weak. There's a couple of ways I can take this. What is the best one? L15. No. Unless I just sacrifice the stone. Here. Like, let him live here. Try to put the pressure on this group and this group. Both groups are rather weak. Yeah, let's try that. So K16 is the normal move. He might play something else, but K16 is the typical. I need to do something about my time deficit. I need to play faster, or I need to make him think more. He's playing much faster than yesterday. Remember yesterday he spent a long time on moves like L3, which seemed really obvious. He was probably counting. Something I should be doing. Okay, so he chooses to protect his weakness on this side. Good choice. So it gives me a chance to clean up my weakness over here. Good choice for me too. Nothing addresses his weaknesses here. Okay, this is another one of those moves that needs a lot of thought behind it. Let me think. Okay, so I don't have to worry too much about this group. He has like really good avenue of escape here and here. What I need to think about is how to protect this group while simultaneously keeping this group disconnected and lacking eye space. So like K18 does that. K18 protects the K16 push, and it reduces White's ability to make an eye on the bottom. I don't think White can make an eye on the bottom after this because of, I've also got these peeking underneath. If I do something like K16, that's a bit stronger shape for me, but he's still got K18 and Sente. I have a feeling like the principled player would tell me to treat these stones lightly, let some of them be cut off. But it's just so hard to do that when I feel like they're splitting 2 weak groups apart. So I'm really tempted to do K18. The other advantage of K18 is that it threatens to like connect underneath at H18. So he'll probably respond to K18 with J18, which makes the K16 push Sente again. So actually, K18, J18, K16, I still need to do that. Which means he still gets to jump out. So it's actually not that good. But if I don't play it, then he'll connect with L17. So I've got no choice. He'll most likely play J18. Or do K16 first. Same thing. Now he'll play J18. Or not. He'll go straight for the weird jump. Okay. So I can either connect directly here, or I can connect in this way. Nothing else works. I can't do this, which would be nice, because that doesn't remove the liberty from M17, so the L17 cut works. If I go here, the L17 cut does not work. L17, N17, then, you know, whatever he does, N18, M18. M18, N18, M18, and N18 become again. So there's not much of an advantage to doing this, though. I should just do this. This is really solid. There's no like easy follow-up for him to attack this group, and it really, really weakens these. I still have H18 after this. So let's try that. And now it's really crucial for him to prevent like G14 for me. If I could get G14 here as well, now I'm the predator. And I have M18 here for a Sente I. So, well, not Sente, but an I. It's sort of Sente. It's Sente because I threatened to make 2 I's with N17. So it's Sente if he's trying to kill me. It's Gote if I'm trying to live. I am now officially at halftime. Half an hour. I've spent twice as much time as him, basically. Moves I suspect he'll play include J14, F17, J14. My first guess. Good option. Now I could just take H18, be safe. This pretty much guarantees my survival and leaves him fairly weak, so yeah, I could do that. I could jump out once more, but there's no good follow-up to that if he takes J18. Like, what then? Do I do J12? I could, but I don't think it's going to work. He'll have, well, it might work. I think L13 and H18 are both good, but in completely different ways. If I take H18, what's his best follow-up? He can't really do something aggressive like L13, because he's still got issues here, so he could do that. But, do I want to? I think I should probably jump out. Jump out one more time. If he jumps out again, then grab H18. And if he grabs J18, then J12. Does that work? No. Let's play it safe. H18. This is all pretty normal. Well, not normal. I think this is actually not that good for him, but... I wasn't expecting him this much resistance, to be honest. It seems like I have a really good cut here. I can just play here, let him force me to connect underneath. And now he's got, like, if he pushes me this way, I've captured these stones. If he pushes me this way, I've got a really nice Tessie at J. I could even do this first. I can Atari, capture, connect, Atari, capture, Atari, connect. Then this. And then if he cuts, fill. Or I could just do this. Atari, connect. And now he has 2 cutting points. This one here, immediately dangerous. If he connects there, I go here, which is still equally dangerous, just a little bit later. So I think either of these works. I have 3 good options. Why is he letting me do this? This does not seem good for white. Well, if I do this and he pushes me out, he can attack this group really effectively. The point is, I could even sacrifice this group if I'm getting this group in exchange. If I do it this way, though, no matter what, I'm going to connect this group out. So I think this is slightly better in that sense. So let's do that. Okay, so that's Atari. He may force with G19, that's fine. I've got more than enough liberties on this group here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, not 7 anymore, but 6. 6 liberties. And the option to make a lot more. So, totally reasonable, acceptable. Ten viewers, whoa, awesome. That's like more than all the people I know in real life who play Go, so there must be some people I don't know who are watching right now. Hello? Okay. So the fact that he's thinking is a good sign. It means that he didn't read this out ahead of time. Because if I messed up here and there's a tactic I'm missing that kills me, then he would have had that read out before he started the sequence, because otherwise the sequence is really bad for him. So the fact that he is pausing means he is, choosing among his options, none of which are particularly good. So I am cautiously optimistic right now. There we go. So that is probably his best option, but it's not very good. It basically means that I can now do, at any time I want, I can do F17 and be connected. All my stones. So I can do that right now, or I can pull the K14 trick first. Just play K14, prevent him from sealing me in. Obviously, if he takes F17, then I'll snap back here and kill him. But then he'll have to cut this group off, and he can go here and and seal that. So, I mean, I think that's okay, but I don't want to risk it if I don't have to. I'm in a superior position now. He will have a bunch of weak groups if I do this. So let's just do this. Cool. So, once again, I have made a minor tactical success. All my stones are safe. His stones are weak. Let's see if I can actually take advantage of it this time and not blow it away. K14 is a nice little forcing move for me right now. If he plays anywhere but in this area, K14, connect, J13, man. I can make a lot of influence towards this weak group now while attacking this weak group. All my groups are strong at this point. I can even consider this generally safe just because of the fact that this is weak. So, it is move 77 and I'm still happy with my position. So, that's an accomplishment. Cool. So he went with that. Okay. So, what are my options now? I'm safe, so I can start rubbing it in by taking points like K4 now, or G3. This is good. Do I want to take K14 now? He doesn't even really... Well, no, he pretty much does. Well, not really. I mean, it's a solid 10 points of profit for me if I take it, but 10 points is not that huge a deal right now. I can use it later. I'll save it. So, do I want to keep him disconnected with an L13? Do I want to take a huge point like K4? Do I want to put some pressure on this group here with maybe a D13 or an E12? Do I want to enlarge this moyo here? I think K4 or G3 are the biggest points. K4 probably bigger. Is it worthwhile to take this forcing move first? C14, B14, D14. Is that Sente? If you tango keys, Atari, connect, Atari, capture, extend. That's quite a lot of points. But I'd rather leave that weakness so I can take D13 later in Sente if I need to. The question is, do I want to keep pressuring this group? Or do I want to do like K4? If I do something like this and he grabs K4, then he's in serious doo-doo. If I take L13, then he can take E13. Will I have a good follow-up? Will I be able to do something like D13 to stop that? So E13, D13, Atari connect. There. Yeah, that works. So actually E13 is not a great move for white, which makes L13 a good move for black. Or maybe this first and then here. And if he ignores, if he lets me snap back and I take 10 points of profit, whatever, I'll feel good about that. So let's do that. Let's do that, force him to connect, J15 if he wants to keep those stones. And he does. And now L12 is a nice looking move. L12, let's do it. really keep the pressure on this group and this group. I just want to put some pressure on him, get some profit, keep things disconnected, and then grab K4. My goal is still to grab K4. Without a doubt, that's priority number 1. Okay, so he's going to do that. That's fine. That's fine with me. So, again, not like last game, I need to keep these stones safe. I need to keep these stones safe. So, what's the best way to do that? S12, connect, R11, probably pretty safe. This is also probably pretty safe. This is also probably pretty safe. Here, peep, connect, go here. Then if he connects, then I go there. Threatening possible tactics. That's pretty good. Or I can just grab S12, then S13, then R12. You just have to not get excited. I'm ahead, I have to not get excited. Yeah, let's play it safe. Play it safe. Yeah, I could skip out on time. I mean, on talking, but yeah, I mean, I've got 10 whole viewers, man. That's getting to my head. I'm like a celebrity now. I have an obligation to the fans. That was a joke, by the way. So he's thinking of a long time for some reason. I mean, that must mean he's considering Tanuki. So if he's Tanukiing, where would he Tanuki to? He would probably Tanuki to something like K10. K4 is still not safe for him. He needs to do something like K10. So if he grabs K10, fine. K4, done. Let him connect his weak groups. I've gotten enough profit out of it already. If he connects at S13, R12, same situation. Your video stream is not frozen. Nothing's happening though. Impressively, I've still used exactly twice as much time as him. I've used 40, he's used 20. We're now entering our second hour. Everyone in the gallery agrees you should catch up on time. Okay. Thanks, guys. At the moment, I am catching up on time. All 10 of you, wow, you've got full consensus. I wish I had sunglasses. Oh, that's interesting. S9 is safe, just not particularly ambitious. Does Q9 work is the question. I also want to end in Zente. Okay, S9 is the safest move. That way, if R11, then S11 blocks. If I played this, then I might have problems at R11. If I played Q9. So yeah, whatever. I'm being pushed on the second line. Doesn't matter. The point is I can connect underneath with R13, S13. And if he connects now, boom, Q9. See how fast I played that move, guys? Zing. Okay. So now I can connect underneath. Then if he does S13, I'm almost certainly alive with R12. So let's do that. Why not? So if S13, then R12. Okay. Same idea-ish. Do I have to worry about that? I think I do. Can I take S3, S13? No, I can't. Okay, now he's going to take S13. And then I can do like S5 for more eye space. So pretty good pressure, pretty good way of keeping me low, but ultimately not going to kill me. But really good containment, and really resolving his weaknesses on this group. So the goal of this last sequence has not been to put me in any danger, but simply to make like a lot of thickness here. So now this group is no longer attacking two things, it's attacking one thing. Still attacking one thing though, so. Okay. So should I connect right away or should I take this first? I'm pretty sure I should take D13 first, let him connect, then connect here. Or maybe not even. Maybe just, you know, go down here, get some more thickness. So Tari, then here. If I do this and he does that, then yeah. So I think that's the best solution. If he cuts here, that's oh, it's not fine. It's not fine. If he cuts here in Sente, then goes there. Serious doo-doo. I'll have lost my liberty advantage. I'm pretty sure I'd be dead then. I'd have to go here. Then he could go C19. Yeah, I'd be dead. Most likely. Let me read that out better. Yep, definitely dead. So after this, I mean this still works, but after he connects, I have to take e15. Well, I don't have to. I could take this, and then after he cuts, I could go here, and then let these 3 stones fend for themselves. I don't know how that's going to turn out though. So what happens if I just connect here? Then he can Atari, and I'll just push down. Still make thickness. Still, I feel like there's something here. There's some good tactic here. Okay, I'm going to take a risk. Slight risk. Not a real risk, not a big grown-up risk. If he cuts at e15, I have to take f18. And then that means that he has another move against these 3 stones. But I think this shape here, not any other shape. e13 wouldn't have worked, f13 wouldn't have worked, d12 God knows wouldn't have worked. The only thing I think here has a good fighting shape is e12. So after e15, f18, I think these 3 stones are strong enough to withstand the next move. So let's see what's okay. So his next move is here. So yeah, I think they're strong enough to withstand this. I hope. So I go here, force him to connect, push down. He goes down, I push down again. He can't go here, I'll Atari. So he pushes down one more time, and then I connect here, and now those stones are in deep doo-doo. So let's try that. Does this mean that he can do some good tactics at c9? Yes, it does. But I can do better tactics against this group. So, not too worried. Wouldn't be surprised if he chose to sacrifice these 2 stones in exchange for giving this group a better chance at life. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he did e9, chose to try to live with these stones, and force me to waste a move connecting this cutting point at f12. Either one is a valid option. Yeah, so there we go. e9. So now I have to find the best way to defend this cut, at the same time attack this group. So this is a good one. This has the advantage of also allowing me to do G9 and Sente if he pushes at F9. And it has a nice follow-up at J11. So if I go here and he goes J10, what next? Then I just keep pushing down here, I guess. Yeah, I think just follows this one. I would love to be able to take like C9 now, get the best of both worlds. He'll probably take c9 eventually. Sooner or later, I think he'll take c9. Ooh, okay. So, I can choose now to, like, cash in. I've been investing moves in attacking this, and I can now choose to cash in on all that by playing something like c9. And saying, okay, I'll take these 3 stones in exchange for letting you, like, connect out, save yourself. Go, save yourself. Maybe c9 is not the best way to do it, because he'll have, like, bad shape moves at c11. So maybe I need to do, like, b9. If I go here and he goes there, I go there. I'll be pushing it that way. So yeah, I think b9 is actually the best move here. Move 107, and I still feel pretty damn good about my position. Personal best. After one game with TeamLeader. Nice follow-ups if he continues at L11. So L11 is the move he needs now to, like, officially declare that his group is safe. So if he does L11, K4, G8 are all nice moves. I'm ambitious. I'll probably take K4. No, I'm not. I'll take G8. Oh, okay. So he's gonna belabor that point. It's fine with me. I'm pretty safe underneath here. I don't think I have to worry about that. If he honeys again at G7, force at F9. After he connects, go to H8. So if he keeps pushing me, fine, push me. I'll just take L11, and now you've got no place to run with your big weak group again. So once again, I'm still squeezing this weak group for all that it's worth. Feels good. Okay, that's exactly what he did. So what I want to do is this. Then, after he connects, then continue this way. Or should I cross-cut? That's the other option. Cross-cut, he'll Atari here, I extend there, he connects there. That's a really tactically charged sequence. I'm not feeling up to it. I'm not that brave. But if I go here and he goes there, then this group might actually have some problems. The cross-cut might be best, actually. Okay. No commentary, just thinking. I'm going to do this and take advantage of the forcing moves at f6 and d8 to protect myself if he connects at e7. If he connects somewhere else, then I'm in less danger, I think, so I can continue to push this way. Okay, he does go with e7. So I'm going to go with this first. And then this. And then this. So now he's in really bad shape, b2 bomber style. I'm pretty safe, and I am just basically pushing right against his weak group. Yay me. Should I do this or this? Or should I just connect straight? I'll just connect straight up. No tricks. It's not like he has enough space to make two eyes inside of here. So I don't need to be clever. I just need to not give in to the pressure. J6 obviously is a killer move from here right now. J6. Whew. He'll probably take J6, which means it'll be okay, or J7, almost the same thing. So now it's time to figure out the best way to kill this group. It's time to go in for the kill. I think I can probably kill this group. So if I go here first, block there, connect there. One more time here. Then if he goes there, I go there. That's enough space for him. Do this as a probe first. See how he reacts. Go here, if he goes there, go there. If he goes there, then you can chase him a little bit. And go. Hane? I think the Hane would be good. If he cross cuts, turn and cross there. Okay. That's it. Use history. I think the Hane might work. This might work. The Hane. If I go here and he goes there, then I've got this. Just do it. Honey. Feel good about it. Okay. I think this helps me. Okay. So, now, how do I contain this group? That's it. That's all I have to do. I could go here first, then here. Oh god, the pressure. the best resistance is L9, I think. L9 I'll respond to with M9, then after he bends down, K6, after he connects here, M6. This is so far exactly according to plan. If he like goes here, then I go here and still kill him. He now has to do like a J6 or an H5, one of these two. And now I can contain him, M7. Or maybe play it safe with M6, either one. Okay, so he went with H5. So now M7 or M6. I think maybe both of them work. Let's go with M6. Seems to be more resilient for the for this group, which is the only weak group here. I wonder if he's trying to make two eyes inside of here. I don't think it's possible. I can go here if he extends out. Then I'll go here and still capture a significant chunk of stones. So he has to connect and then I can go here. Is that right? Is that true? Am I making a bad assumption here? Yep, I think it's a good assumption. Oh, I wish you could see how stressed I am. My hands, my palms are clammy. I never even knew what clammy palms felt, but now I know. Now I know what clammy palms are. He may cut his losses, just take L14 or L13, either one works. Let me kill a small group, but try to get out with the rest of the group. Let me kill the top side, but he'll try to get away with the bottom side, which is still fine. I think I'll be ahead and winning if that happens. Yep, that is what he's doing. So he's letting me kill the majority of the group. I can go here right now and kill the whole top. And then, of course, he'll play here and escape with the rest of it. So that's one plan. Let's see if that's the best idea for him. Or I could go here, let him go here, let him capture, and then make that a false eye. Wow, if that works. Yeah, I think it does work. Wow. Check this out. And then, of course, if he just connects, then I connect as well. Okay, so no, he's going for the sequence I was hoping he would go for. So I go here. He captures there. and I turned that into a false I with J13. I am at like 95% confidence that I've won. But 95 is not 100 for those skilled in math. If he connects at J13, then I save my stone here, keep him down to 0, essentially, eyes. I will be super impressed if he gets out of this. I really don't see how he can get out of this bind. There's just no way. There's nothing you can do. I should have more confidence. Ha 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 ha. Has resigned. Woo! Thanks for the game. Alright, so there will be a game 3. It is now 1-1 between me and TeamLeader. And I will play it on Thursday. Thursday at 10 p.m. I'm taking a one-day break on Wednesday. And we'll be back. And I guess I'll take white in the next game, just to be fair. And we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. All 10 of you. There's still 10. Woo! Awesome. So I'll see you guys on Thursday.